My favorite new hat, but I'm not in Santa Cruz, California right now. I'm out in the desert in Wickenburg, Arizona, cowboy town. So we'll get rid of the hat and we'll put on the appropriate attire. I just want to take the opportunity to show you my new gravel bike. A huge upgrade from my old one. Watch to the end for a video about that bike. Quite impressed with this bike. I've been riding it for about a week now, probably 12 hours of riding on desert trails here and in Quartzsite in Baus, Arizona. This is Trek's least expensive carbon gravel bike, the SL5. It's got an OCLV 500 Trek carbon frame, and it has Isospeed decoupler rear suspension device built into the frame. It's a great riding bike. It's light, lively, very nice handling. This is the 2023 Trek SL5. I was looking for a bike with a carbon frame. This is the least expensive one with a carbon frame. It comes with Bontrager Paradigm wheels, Bontrager GR1 team issue tires. They're 40 millimeter wide. It has a Bontrager drop handlebar, which is flared on the ends. And I especially wanted Shimano GRX component group. So it has GRX hydraulic disc brakes, GRX derailleurs. This gives you some nice low gearing, 1134 in the back. And on the front, Shimano GRX has been in short supply this year, so this bike comes with a Practice Alba 3248 chainring. So you get a nice low gear in the 20-inch gear range. To complement the Isospeed decoupler suspension, this bike has a standard, sort of smaller diameter 27.2 carbon fiber seat post, which flexes a little bit. That's not the stock seat. I switched the seat out. The stock seat is a Bontrager seat that's pretty heavily padded for my taste. I like a harder seat. These aluminum wheels are light and lively. They don't feel much heavier, or definitely don't feel any slower than the carbon wheels I'm used to on other bikes. The GRX shifting is crisp and precise. This is cable operated shifting. It's not electric shifting. One of the interesting features is this trap door in the down tube. Flip this little lever here and this panel opens right up. If you reach inside, there's a little pull tab and you get a nice little bag for storing your tools. Unfortunately, it didn't come with any tools. If you look here, there's a dedicated pocket for a mini tool, a Trek proprietary mini tool. I think it's branded Bontrager, but it's not in there, but they sell them at the shop. I'll add that. I just wish it'd come with the bike. I decided to go down to the shop and take some pictures of this tool. Look at how small it is, and it includes 9 tools. It's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to buy it. All over the bike, there are mounts for water bottles, racks, fenders. Trek even makes a proprietary bag that fits underneath the down tube, and there are mounts for it underneath there too. Some nice features: it has a chain keeper to keep the chain from dropping on rough terrain, which is a pretty common problem on rough trails. It has a protective rubber panel down here, protective panel here to protect your carbon fiber. And then under here is a skid plate. Goes all the way into the bottom bracket and all the way up. Pretty thick rubber, and it is removable if you need to take it off. But I don't know why you would take it off. The Bontrager Paradigm wheels are 24 spoke cross 2 14 gauge stainless steel. So those are good, durable wheels that should hold up. And they've been holding up fine for me so far. And I've hit a lot of rocks. I even bent a rotor already from a rock that kicked up and whacked the rear rotor on the disc brakes. The Shimano GRX brakes feel very powerful and predictable braking. I really like them. So far these GR1 team issue tires, even though they have these little tiny knobs, they feel fine. I haven't had any issue with traction. I don't care how loose or rocky or sandy it's been. I haven't slipped out. They grip great even on tough climbs, steep climbs. And they roll pretty fast on pavement too. I'm about 160 pounds, so I'm riding these tires about 36 pounds in the front, about 38 pounds in the back. Also, these tires come set up tubeless from the bike shop. At least my bike did. Which is a nice feature, you don't have to do it yourself. And I haven't had any flats yet. So if I've punctured, the sealant is doing its job. They did a nice job with the cable routing too. See how it passes right down through the headset? And it goes right down the down tube. So if you need to access the cable to push it through, because this is internally routed cables, that makes it easier than having to take the bottom bracket out to get at cables. So it's a nice design. There's that kick plate I was telling you about. Here's how you stuff the bag back in the frame and put the trap door with the bottle cage back on. That's a quick look at my newest bike. I'm having a lot of fun. Rides totally different than a road bike, but it performs like a road bike on gravel, dirt roads. Sometimes paved roads are all bumpy and cracked and awful to ride on a road bike. On this bike, you can scoot off onto the shoulder of the road and it's gravel or dirt. You sometimes find it's smoother and faster and more comfortable on the dirt road. So that's a nice benefit. Also, the gravel bikes have really low gearing and the fatter tires. They make for a nice ride. So I'd be interested what gravel bike you're looking at if you're shopping for gravel bikes, and it'd be great if you shared any tips on gravel bikes for people that are new to gravel riding. I'm finding it to be a really good time and a nice addition to all the other bikes that I ride. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.